Hi everybody and welcome to the Matrix Fitness Live workout. My name is Gleed. I'm going to be your master trainer taking you through today's workout. What we're going to do today is a conditioning workout where we have 3 rounds of exercises. Each round we will do twice. That way then you can learn the exercises and then challenge or adapt the exercises to your relevant level of fitness as well. I'm going to ask you to have a little bit of space. We have got a little bit of need to get down onto the floor, but also just to move from side to side as well. I've also got a mat nearby me as well, which means that I can lie down when we do our second round of exercises with a little bit more comfort on the floor. I'll take you through every single exercise. I'll give you adaptations as we go, but let's get you warmed up to begin with before we start our 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds recovery. So to begin with, just want to start opening up the arms into a wide movement, just to start to get a little bit of mobility through your shoulders, and starting to prepare the muscles for the upper body work that we're going to do. In each round today, we've got some exercises where you're going to be down on your arms. So it's important that we get the shoulders prepared in a bit of mobility, and then we're going to activate the upper body muscles as well. Let's take into a little rotation, pivoting off your foot and rotating around from side to side. We're going to put a bit of mobility from your ankles, your hips, and into your spine as well, just by putting this mobility movement from side to side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take you into a little Harper Squat. So just lower your hips down towards the floor and just down towards your heels as well. Now you can see I'm putting my arms out in front of me. This will allow me to keep a straight spine because I'm counterbalancing the body weight. My hips go back, my arms come out in front, just to allow me to keep my balance and posture good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take you into a step back lunge. Now the goal of the step back lunge is again keeping your back straight, lower the back knee down towards the floor, and have equal amount of weight between both feet as you lower yourself down. What I like about this exercise is it's really good for stretching through the back hip as you take that large step back, which is important because we've got quite a few exercises today. I'm actually going to start to challenge your hips. So we'll give them a good stretch at the end, but it's important to warm them up and get them ready for the work that we're going to do as well. Excellent. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take an imaginary skipping rope and we're just going to start to get your heart rates up a little bit more. We've got a few exercises today where we're going to challenge your fitness, none less than what we're going to do at the end, which is a burpee as our last exercise. So we want to make sure that you're getting used to pushing off the floor. Now if you just start to move your feet from side to side, we have got some exercises where you're going to change direction, moving sideways, which means it's important to make sure your ankles have got that mobility, stability, and your calves are activated and ready for that change of direction as well. Now just take a forward movement, so just scissoring the legs forwards and backwards, keeping the arms rotating so you get a bit of mobility for the shoulders as well. Okay, now just loosen your body up for me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take you into a fighting position where we're going to jab, cross, jab. We're going to jump 180 degrees and again jab, cross, jab. Now as we start to go through these movements, this will help you prepare the upper body muscles for some of our upper body exercises. So starting to throw those fists out at around about head height, each time coming back into that fighting stance. It's just a jab, cross, jab, and then switch the sides over. This will not only get your upper body with a bit of mobility, but also start to activate some of the back muscles, the shoulder muscles, and the chest muscles, all ready for the work we're going to do as well. So we're just over a minute away from starting our first exercise, and we're going to continue to get your heart rates up with some jumping jacks now. So taking your arms out towards the sides. Now the higher the hands go, the higher the heart rate will go, because the body has to work a little bit harder to get the blood flowing through the body. So keeping that movement out and narrow. Okay, now let's bring those arms back down by the sides, give yourself a little shake. We're just going to pivot over to one side, reach the arms high, drive your knee 3 times into this knee strike, and then over to the opposite side again. Each time bring those arms down and drive your knee to around about stomach towards chest height. Now the reason we're doing this is because it's a great exercise for dynamic movement, to create mobility, but it also activates the hip muscles that we're going to be working in today's movements as well. Okay, just loosen your body up. Let's take you down to the floor, ready for our first exercise. Starting in 3 seconds. In a press-up position, you're going to reach towards your toe, back to a press-up position for me. So these toe reaches, is our first exercise. So let's get going. Each time you come back into that press-up position, really secure the fact that if I said to you to do a press-up, you actually would be in that position as well. What we don't want to do is just start to move yourself up and down and never really return back to that position where you're activating through the arms and getting that core to work as well. This is a great exercise for a bit of mobility for the shoulder and hip, but also a bit of stability around the back muscles as well. So just keeping this big range of movement, the last couple of repetitions. Okay, relax there. Let's bring you up to a standing position. Now the next movement we're going to do is a speed skater. So this is a dynamic from side to side. And what we're looking for here is a big range of movement, pushing from one side over to the other. 45 seconds, let's get moving. So this dynamic position is going to ask you to really push from side to side, use the arms, and always stay in this athletic low position. So push from side to side, see if you can travel over a meter, pushing towards 1.5 meters to 2 meters if possible. We're all getting used to what that 2 meters looks like. So see how far you can start to travel if you've got the space available. Now you can see I'm bringing my foot on the instep, but if I can, I want you to take yourself into a balanced position as well. This means that you're going to have a little bit of stability, but it also means that your hip muscles and around the outside of your glutes have to stabilize you a little bit more. Relax there, let's have a look at our third exercise. It's called a pop-up squat. So my feet are going to be wide and turned outwards. I'm going to lower my hips down between my heels. So in this deep position, you're going to push off the floor and then reset back into that squat. Let's get moving for 45 seconds of work. Now the other thing that you could do here is just take yourself to a basic squat. So you can take the jump out of this altogether, and you just literally squat up and down, keeping your feet still. So that's the option of a regression if you'd like it. But at the same time, if you can maintain this movement, what's going to happen is you're going to start to challenge your body weight and also start to tone up the legs a little bit more. So it's a good incentive to keep you working. Good, just keep going, keep pushing. We've got just over 5 seconds of work to go. Then we're going to take all 3 of these exercises and do them all again as our second first round. Relax there for me. First exercise is going to be back onto our toe reaches. So again, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds in between, toe reaches, speed skaters, then the pop-up squats. Let's get ready for that press-up position, and off we go. Reach towards your toes, reset the press-up, and then over to the opposite side. So it's a diagonal reach towards your toes, and each time returning to that press-up position. Good. Now make sure that when you return to that press-up position, your eyes are looking in between your hands. And each time, we'll just recenter and realign your spine, making sure that the hips come back to an extended position, so they're not pushing the hips always up into the air. They do come back to that neutral stance as well. And relax there. Okay, bring you up to a standing position. We're now going to get into our speed skaters, where we're going to move from side to side as well. So let's get you ready. Start in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's drive those arms and push yourself dynamically from side to side. Athletic stance, keeping yourself fairly low. How far you can travel is your choice, but I want you to try and push yourself if you can. This is good. Big range of movement here. Keep strong. Good. With just over 20 seconds to go. This will be the end of the first round before we go down to the floor, where we're going to spend our time on that second round of exercises. So keep pushing hard. Get your heart rates up, because they will come back down when we come to the floor movements. 3, 2, and relax there. Let's take it down to the floor. So I'm going to grab my mat. If you have got a towel or a jumper nearby you, they can be good alternatives. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you down to the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to get you to go into a seated position. Lower your upper back down towards the floor. Now link the hands together, and you're going to rotate from side to side. And your movement here is about this low back and maintaining this neutral spine. So this is called a Russian twist. Great exercise for working the sides of the muscles of your stomach. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, you can lift your feet off the floor. My suggestion would be, imagine you've got glue in between your inner legs, so your ankles and your knees are glued together, and you're maintaining as much range as you can, lowering yourself down and to the sides. Okay, relax there. Let's turn you over onto your front, where we're going to do press-ups. Now, the first press-ups I'm going to do with you are going to be on my knees. The second round we'll do more on the toes. So if you would like to progress to doing a full press-up straight away, please just go straight to your toes so you can get a better workout. Now, let's lower your hips, chest and chin to the floor and push yourself all the way off the floor. So my focus here is on the mobility of your movement. So make sure you lower your body all the way down and then all the way back up again. I don't want you to think that you're going to be just moving your neck forwards and backwards, so you feel like you're moving down, but yet your chin, chest and hips don't actually get down towards the floor. So it's got to be a deep range of movement, even if you're doing them on the toes, all the way to the floor and all the way back up again as well. Last 5 seconds of work, and relax there. Now the next exercise we're going to do is lying down on your back. And what we're going to do here is we're going to extend the whole body so your arms and legs are out straight. What's going to happen is you're going to breathe out as you reach upwards and inhale as you lower yourself back down. So a big range of movement, exhale as you reach up, inhale as you lower yourself back down, and you're trying to control that range of movement as well. So take your time, especially on the lowering down phase. We want your core to work, which means that we need control on the movement here. We don't want to just rush and throw your arms and legs up together. Now, if you'd like a regression to make this slightly easier, bring your knees and your elbows together and then lower your upper body and legs down. So that reducing the leverage of your legs will make it slightly easier. But at the same time, if we can maintain that quality of movement, keeping your body long and strong is your goal. Last repetition here. And relax. Okay, take yourself back up to a seated position. The first exercise is repeated now. This is the Russian twist. Option of bringing your feet up off the floor. But the goal is with a straight spine to lean back as low as you feel comfortable to go with as well. I'm going to do it with my heels on the floor this time. So you can pick any option you would like to. Just try to lower yourself back. And I'm going to introduce you to a thought called the tremor of truth. I want you to shake a little bit in your stomach. So if you feel that you're leaning back so far that the stomach muscles just start to shake a little bit, that's a really good sign that you are working. Rather than just moving, you're actually working the muscles as much as you can. So just try and keep that quality of movement going, reaching around from side to side. With 15 seconds left to go, keep control. You want that tremor of truth if you can. Just over 5 seconds to go. Then we'll take you back onto your front and relax there. Let's turn it over onto your front into our press-up position. So remember, the press-ups can either be on your knees or on your toes. And if at any time you want to alternate between the two, that's also fine. Remember, the quality is the depth of the movement as well. I'll start with on your knees. Let's go for 45 seconds. Lower the whole body down towards the floor and then be strong as you push yourself back up. Option is doing it onto your toes. Full range of movement if you can. Each time the hips lower down towards the floor, that'll mean that your stomach is probably touching the floor, and as you push yourself off the floor, you return back that really strong plank position. Again, if you're on your knees, or alternating between the two, that's fine. Last 10 seconds of work to go. And one more repetition, and relax there. Okay, let's lie yourself down onto your back, ready for the V-sits. So again, extending your arms and legs out long. Exhale as you reach your hands up towards your toes. 3, 2, let's move. Exhale as you reach up, inhale as you lower yourself back down. With slow, controlled movement, using the length of your body to have to challenge you a little bit here. It's harder when you're taller doing exercises like this. But if you need the option, it's knees towards elbows, making it a little bit of a smaller movement if you need to. Knees and elbows come together, reducing the length of the body makes it easier. Lengthening the body, so we've got 10 seconds left to go. Let's see if you can challenge yourself, keep moving. Exhale as you reach up, inhale as you lower yourself back down, and relax there. Okay, so now the next exercise we're going to do is called a floor push-off. So what we're going to do is from this floor position, you're going to bring one foot underneath the center of your body, and then from here, you're going to push yourself up, and then reset yourself all the way down towards the floor. And it's the same leg that you bring around that stomach height, and then reset yourself down towards the floor. So bring your foot underneath your stomach, push it up into a little bit of a hop position, and then reset for me. And you're doing as many repetitions as you can here, just on that same leg, and then on the second round of these, what we'll do is we'll do the opposite leg. So just be mindful about which leg you're working at the moment, and we'll do the opposite side as we come around these exercises a second time. Last 5 seconds, so this will be your last repetition. Bring it down towards the floor and relax there. Now just rest down onto your knees for me. The second exercise of this third round is going to be a renegade row. So this means it's a press-up position, and then from here, you'll bring your hand up towards your shoulder, place it back onto the floor, and alternate it to the opposite side. So just bring your hand off the floor towards your shoulder, place it back down on the floor. Now when you're doing these renegade rows, I want you to try to make this exercise hard by squeezing your butt cheeks and your quads tight, so that you can start to challenge the movement that you're doing. If you're shifting your weight from side to side because you've got a little rotation with your hips, take your time, try and work a little bit stronger and a little slower. I just don't want you taking your hand off the floor and then rotating all the way over to the side. It's about maintaining your hips facing down towards the floor. Okay, now our last exercise is going to be a burpee. What we're going to do this one is we're going to jump back, jump in, and jump up. So 3 jumps. Don't forget then we'll repeat all of these exercises one last time. Let's get you moving. So jump your feet in, and up, and then down to the floor again. So jump out, jump in, jump up, reset, into that strong press-up position like we did at the beginning. The deep squat that we did in the pull-up squats. And then reach high, as if you're reaching your arms and feet away from each other, just like you did in the V-sit. So we practice all these movements, and we're just bringing them together with a little bit of a jump, so it's dynamic movement in between each 3 positions that we've already done today. We've got our plank, a deep squat, and then explosive push-off, keeping your body long and strong. And relax there. Okay, let's get ready for our floor push-off lunges again. So holding that press-up position, foot comes underneath. Now remember which leg you did last time. I'm actually going to switch sides so I can make it a little bit easier for you. From this press-up position then, foot comes in towards the center underneath my stomach, push off, reset down towards the floor. So it's a bit like doing part of the burpee without having to jump the legs in. We just take a large step and then we make one leg do the work as we push off and then step back and reset that movement. Take your time, give good quality. Again, just combining the movements that we've already practiced, even from the warm-up where we did those knee strikes, there's this similar action. Last couple of repetitions, we've got 5 seconds to go. Let's get one more in. And relax there. Okay, down to the floor for our renegade row. So again, holding a strong press-up position, bring the hand in towards your shoulder, we'll place it back out to the center. We're going to start in 5 seconds. Let's get you set. and off we go. Hand comes in towards your shoulder. Minimal shift from side to side as we bring one hand in. The other hand has to hold strong in that tight position. Remember what we said about squeezing your quads and your glutes tight together? Yes, it makes the exercise hard, but that's worth it. And you're going to get stronger with more tone and definition by making exercises hard and not rushing them as well. Keep slow, controlled movement where you're challenged. Yeah, just 10 seconds left to go. And we've got our last exercise coming around the corner. And relax there. Okay, 15 seconds breather. Then it's down to our last exercise. We've got our burpees coming up. This is where we combine the press-up position, the deep squat, and the explosive push-up where we extend the whole body. Starting in 3. Press-up position. Let's get moving. Jump in and jump up. Jump the legs out, in, and up. So keep that explosive movement happening. Big range if you can. Keep a strong position. This way you get to get the heart rates up high. That means you're going to be burning some more calories. It means that you can enjoy a treat this evening and you've worked hard for it. Just over 10 seconds of work to go. Let's see how many more repetitions you can get. Just keep working. Even if you need to walk out, walk in, and stand up. Let's get one more done. And relax there. Great job. So there you've got the 3 workouts, or the 3 exercises that we've all put together. Now what we're going to do is start to take you through a cool down here. So the first thing we're going to do is take you down towards the floor where we can start to challenge your mobility a little bit more. So place your hands underneath your shoulders, just keeping your knees on the floor, lower your hips down, lift your chin and chest tall. Just feel that stretch going through the front of the hips. Now with your toes tucked under, all I want you to do is push through your hands, lift your hips up, just so you hold a deep stretch through the back of the legs. Now just pedal the heels, so you feel a little stretch coming through each calf. Okay, now slowly lower your hips down again. Just hold this position for me. Now we've got the knees off the floor this time. Roll the shoulders back and down. Eyes look up to where the ceiling and the walls meet. And then again, push into your hands, into that down facing dog. Feeling a deep stretch through the back of the leg as you just hold this position. Eyes looking towards the toes. Now lift one leg up and swing that foot as close to your hand as possible. And then extend your arm up, pushing the back heel away from the rest of the body. This is called the world's greatest running stretch. It's a great movement for extending through the body. Now bring that hand down inside the foot again. Step back to a down facing dog. Over to the opposite side to the foot go. And then reach the arm up high. Push the back heel away again. Again, you're lengthening through the whole body here. Again, bring the hand down. Step back to down facing dog. And just slowly release the knees to the floor. Tuck the toes away and just draw the hips back to your heels. And just walk your fingertips forward so you feel a stretch through the upper back and down the sides of the back as well. Eyes look down in between your arms. Good. And just slowly roll up through each vertebra of your spine. So bring yourself up to a standing position. Roll up through your spine and just loosen through the upper body. What we're going to do is take you into a few standing stretches here. First one is going to be a quadricep stretch. So you're going to stand tall on one leg, bring one foot up into the palm of your hand, and have a slight bend in the standing foot. As you start to hold this position, think about pushing your foot into the palm of your hand and getting this open position into the front of the hip. And you're ready? Just give that a little shake and swap over to the opposite side. Again, a slight bend in the standing foot. Push the foot that's in your hand in a little bit deeper, and you can open up to that hip a little bit more. Just slowly release that. Now just loosen up your body for me. Taking your legs wide, we're just going to transfer a stretch over to the side. Now if you want to develop this stretch a little bit further, You can go a little bit lower with the hips. And then just slowly, when you feel like you've got to stretch there, pause. And then slowly bring yourself up and over to the opposite side. Again, feeling that deep stretch coming through the body. In through the groin and through the inner thigh. And just bring your legs together. Thank you very much for joining for this Matrix Fitness workout. My name is Matt Gleed. We'll be back next week on Tuesday and on Thursday, 7:45 in the morning, 12 o'clock at lunchtime, and 5 o'clock in the evening as well. But for now, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.